In the early hours of September 1st, 1939, a single military strike changed the course of world history. Nazi Germany invaded Poland, triggering a global conflict that would become World War II. To understand how the world fell into its deadliest war, we need to understand why Poland was attacked, how the invasion unfolded, and what its consequences were. This is the complete story of the German invasion of Poland. Europe, after World War I. The First World War left Europe unstable. Germany lost land, military power, and national pride under the Treaty of Versailles. Millions of Germans believed they had been betrayed by their leaders and humiliated by the peace terms. This anger and frustration created the perfect opening for Adolf Hitler. Hitler promised economic recovery, military strength, and the return of Germany's lost territories. As Germany rearmed, many European nations were still recovering from the Great Depression and were desperate to avoid another war. Germany slowly rebuilt its power, while other countries hoped problems could be solved through negotiation. Hitler's early expansion. Hitler tested the world step by step. First, he reoccupied the Rhineland, breaking the treaty. No one stopped him. Then he annexed Austria, again with no resistance. Next, he demanded part of Czechoslovakia, claiming it was for ethnic Germans living there. Britain and France agreed, hoping it would prevent future conflict. But Hitler didn't stop. He took all of Czechoslovakia soon after. It became clear that Hitler wasn't protecting Germans. He was expanding the Reich. With each move, Germany grew stronger, and Poland was surrounded from the west, north, and south. Why Hitler targeted Poland? Poland was a key part of Hitler's larger plans. He wanted more land for Germany, access to the Baltic Sea, control of the city of Danzig, a corridor connecting Germany to East Prussia, expansion toward the east for future conquest. Hitler believed Poland would either surrender or be defeated quickly. But Poland refused his demands, knowing that giving in would lead to complete German control. Tension rose throughout 1939, and Europe sensed war was coming. A dangerous secret: the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. On August 23, 1939, Germany signed a shocking agreement with the Soviet Union, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Publicly, it was just a non-aggression pact, but secretly, it divided Eastern Europe between them. In the secret protocol, Germany would take Western Poland, the Soviet Union would take Eastern Poland and the Baltic states. This meant Poland had no chance of receiving help from the East. Hitler now knew two things. He could invade without fear of a second front, and Poland was isolated. 1 week later, German troops moved to the border. The invasion begins September 1st, 1939. At 4:45 a.m., Germany launched its attack. German aircraft bombed Polish cities and infrastructure. Rail lines and communication centers were destroyed within hours. Tanks and infantry crossed the borders at full speed. Germany used a new style of warfare, Blitzkrieg, lightning war. Instead of slow, traditional fighting, Germany used speed, surprise, and coordinated attacks from land and air. The Polish military was brave, but overwhelmed. Many units had older weapons and relied on horses for transport. They were fighting one of the most modern armies in the world. Within the first day, Germany had already broken several Polish defensive lines. Early battles and Polish resistance. Even though Poland faced a stronger enemy, it resisted fiercely. Polish soldiers fought in key battles such as the Battle of the Border, the defense of Westerplatte, the Battle of Mokra, the Siege of Warsaw. At Westerplatte, fewer than 200 Polish soldiers held off thousands of German troops for a full week. At Mokra, Polish cavalry units successfully ambushed German tank units, proving they could fight effectively. But Germany's speed and technology were overwhelming. Stuka dive bombers destroyed bridges, cut off reinforcements, and attacked Polish columns from the air. Poland was fighting hard, but Germany was advancing faster. Britain and France declare war. Poland had alliances with Britain and France. When the invasion happened, both nations demanded Germany withdraw. Germany ignored them. On September 3rd, Britain and France declared war on Germany, but they did not launch a major military attack on the Western Front. This period became known as the Phony War. Poland now knew something terrible. Help was promised, but it was not coming in time. Life for civilians during the invasion. The invasion wasn't only a military campaign, it was a humanitarian disaster. Polish civilians faced bombings of cities, destruction of homes and hospitals, food shortages, mass evacuations, constant fear. The Luftwaffe targeted civilians to spread panic and break morale. Refugees filled the roads, making it harder for the Polish military to move. Despite everything, civilians supported the military, built barricades, and kept communication lines alive when possible. Poland's society fought alongside its army. The Soviet Union strikes, September 17th. Just when Poland hoped to regroup in the east, the second blow hit. On September 17th, the Soviet Union invaded eastern Poland. Poland was now fighting two massive armies at once. The Polish government ordered its forces to avoid fighting the Soviets directly and instead retreat to Romania to continue resistance from abroad. The country was now being crushed from both sides. The defeat was inevitable. The final days, Warsaw continued to fight until late September. The city endured constant bombing, fires, and shortages, but Polish forces refused to surrender easily. The last major units fighting near the Vistula River were surrounded by German troops. By early October, the last organized Polish resistance was defeated. Poland had fallen, but not without showing immense courage. German and Soviet occupation. After the conquest, Germany and the Soviet Union divided Poland as agreed. Germany controlled the West, imposing harsh policies, arrests of political leaders, forced labor, mass executions, persecution of Jewish communities, destruction of Polish culture and education. The Soviet occupation in the East also brought suffering. Deportations to Siberia, arrests of officers and intellectuals, suppression of Polish identity. Poland became one of the most oppressed nations of the war. The Polish spirit lives on. Even after occupation, Poland never fully surrendered. Polish forces escaped to Britain and France to continue fighting. Polish pilots became heroes in the Battle of Britain. Polish soldiers fought in Africa, Italy, and Western Europe. Inside Poland, a powerful resistance movement formed, one of the largest underground networks in Europe. Poland lost its territory, but kept its identity. Why the invasion of Poland matters. The invasion of Poland wasn't just the start of World War II. It revealed deeper truths. Aggression ignored becomes aggression repeated. Appeasement had failed. Germany was willing to use total war. Hitler's ambitions stretched across all of Europe. Alliances mean little without action. The invasion was a warning the world could no longer ignore. Lasting lessons. Today, the invasion teaches us peace is fragile. Dictators test limits. Nations must act early against rising threats. Divided countries become vulnerable. History repeats. When forgotten, Poland's experience remains a powerful reminder of the danger of unchecked power. The German invasion of Poland changed the world. It marked the beginning of World War II and reshaped the future of Europe. It showed the bravery of a nation fighting against impossible odds and the cost of ignoring early aggression. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more history documentaries.